Hello trader, welcome back to the first live of the week, first live session of the week, and beginning another trading week. Starting with this first session, this week we are almost nearing to the end of the month, and starting with, first of all, looking early today with gold, and we can see that gold price, as we expected, the price almost is doing in the same manner. We saw that here the market open early and then move back to the resistance line. We saw the drop for a pullback. Now it's on another impulse back to the upside. So we will be looking for entry as soon as we will find it. Patience is key. I'm waiting for all the members to show up here in the live chat, live session. Can you write something on the live chat so that you are here? I know we know. You can, so that I can see that everything is being broadcasted, the sounds and all this. Thank you very much. Welcome. Yes, let's look at we will be looking for the best trade setup, but the most important part that we need to understand is that guys, make sure that when you're opening, don't take a big risk. Smaller risk is the key to trade. Hello, welcome. Thank you very much. Everything is going good. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for confirming. And that's the key here to understand, especially if you guys look at it, you can see this is a currently bull market at the moment. This is the 1 hour chart, and in this bull market the price is in fact showing a very significant bounce. After this initial bounce, we saw that pullback. So this is a bull market at the moment, and in this bull market we may see even potential a break of resistance. We can see the price slowly pushing back to the upside here, and with that break of resistance we may see that the market, after grabbing liquidity, pushing back to the upside. So waiting for that to happen at the moment. So you can see the price is in that area. So if you look at, you can see it's a bull market pushing pressure on the resistance line. And if you look at here, you can see this is a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and also resistance here. And in this market where there is an important level of resistance, we could see the price to push back and penetrate that level, potentially to break to the upside to create a new higher high in this market. So this is where looking for potential entry, and this is a 1 hour chart. You can see creating series of higher low. Looking at the dropping down to the lower time frame here now for possible to see where you will be entering. Now all trade you will be entering using the pending order, and in a very important area of value. Once we see the market is prepared, that only we will be entering in the trade. So let's look at, first of all, to find the setup where we can see on gold on the lower time frame, and also we will be keeping eye on GBPJPY as well as we do more often British pound US dollar. GBPJPY, these two instruments looks to me trending at the moment. So GBPJPY is in a bullish trend. Early today we had open one trade. It's now still pushing back to the upside. So also we will look for any entry. I think GBPJPY might create a potential pattern here, a potential inverted head and shoulder, and could return back to the upside. So let's keep that on the watch list for us to see. Whenever we see anything appear, we can look for entry, while we are fully focusing on both of these instruments to see which one giving us the best trade setup at the moment. So here is the zone that we can look for potential trading opportunity, and this is an important level of support that we can see the price just has broken here to that support, and expecting that the market again to trend back up. So this is a key area of support that we can see in this market. So you can see this is a support here, support here, support here, support here, and also support here, which is a very important level of support. And in this support, the market has broken below, currently pushing back to the upside again. This is the 1 hour price action, and also the 15 minutes, looking at the 5 minutes. So all time frame, if we look at that, we can see that this market is in a bullish trend. At the moment, it's trying to drop back again to the any of the key level, and once we see the price is in that key level, we will be looking for entry in this market. And in the meantime, guys, if you can hear me, and if you are here, you can share your thought on the live chat. And as like we do in our all live session, as soon as we will find suitable entry, we will be looking for entry in this market. So let's begin another trading week for potential higher growth, to see where we might find entry in this session as well. Waiting for that all the members to come up in the session. Okay, so here we can see that on XAUUSD lower time frame, there was a breakup structure trying to slowly push back to the upside with potentially with another momentum, and with this momentum wanting to see the price to trend back to the upside in the major direction of the trend. If we look at the daily chart here on gold, we can see that there was initially a break below, and then the price from that support level had a initial bounce, and with this bounce here, what we can see that there is a series of higher low formation, and with this series of higher low formation, we can see the price on that zone where we can expect for the market to trend back to the upside again. Here there is a 20 EMA on the daily. As this market is having a breakout to the upside, we may see that the price potentially to retest that daily 20 EMA. So there is a probability for potentially an upturn here. So any breakup structure here on the support is where our potential entry opportunity in this market. So here what we can see that this is a trend line that currently we have seen the price has just broken out of the trend line. This is support here, support, 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 a pretty important support level, and the market has broken out of that trend line, which is a key area of level, and the price currently breaking below that level and expecting that the market to revert back up again, and that is where we will be looking for entry to the upside if the market managed to break back to the upside here. This is the daily 20 EMA zone that we can see. Let's mark the daily 20 EMA again. So this is where we can look for the daily 20 EMA. daily 20 EMA. So, and in that daily 20 EMA that we can see, once the price reach that daily 20 EMA, let's redefine it again, and daily 20 EMA, once the market reach the daily 20 EMA, that is where we will be entering into the trade. So if you guys look at it, you can see, and if the market, once the market will be able to break to the upside, we could see that the price to go back up to the daily 20 EMA. And for our trade setup, now if you guys look at it, you can see this is a currently break of trend line. If the market slowly push back to the upside here, that's where you could see the price to move again to the upside in the major direction of the trend. Again, looking at the 4-hour chart here, you can see there is a big bull candle, and this current one is a narrow doji, this 4-hour narrow doji. And with that 4-hour narrow doji, once the market will be able to break to the upside, we can look for that this market to trend again in the major direction. So you can see here it's creating a head and shoulder, but I wouldn't still be considering any selling opportunity with the head and shoulder, as if the market trend back to the upside, we could see that it to go back to the daily 20 EMA. So the bias is still to me to the upside. Thank you. What do you think, silver coach? We are looking at Xauusd, which is gold. Silver I wouldn't at the moment not looking at, because it's less volatile than this, so we are mainly focused on this one here. Thank you. Good morning. Hello, welcome. Okay, so with that said, here we see that 4-hour time frame, the market from this resistance line slowly trying to break below, so which is an important bounce here. It crossed that 20 EMA. Now it's on a pullback. So this is the 4-hour candle, and let's see how far it drops. And once we see the market started to trend back up, we can enter for a potential buy opportunity. Do you think that Xauusd is going to be bullish or bearish? Let me share with you a poll here on the chat. If you guys cast a vote, let me see what is your view on gold. So do you think that gold is going to be bullish today from the daily, or bearish? So have shared a poll to express what do you think on this session. Gold is going to be bullish or bearish. Now here in this area we can see the breakup structure, and with this breakup structure with a head and shoulder, the market slowly coming to the support, but again going to the daily price section, where is the most important part on the daily. And I would like to draw a level on the daily time frame. This is daily support. Okay, so now depending on how the market is reacting, we will be able to see the potential direction of the trend. Here locally we can see that some local bearish move, which is from here a local drop, but it anytime could revert back up to the direction of the major trend. So we will be looking to find potential entry as long as the bigger trend is playing out to the direction of the trend, because trend is the most important part that we need to look at when we are opening the position, and that's what you guys, for those who are trading with me, know that all my strategies is based on trend. And because when you trade with the trend, even if you have an error, that still you can maintain. And early today we had one trade here, a very good one on gold. You guys have seen that. And also based on trend, because the market was trending, and when the market trending, that's where we need to enter in the direction of the trend. Because when we trade in the direction of the trend, there is always a bigger flow. Now, understanding the direction of the trend is sometimes difficult, because you'll see that if you look at multiple time frame, you'll see multiple trending direction. So sometimes you'll see that daily trend, if you look at the daily, which is the daily price action, okay, where you can see that bull. But if you look at the 1 minute, what you can see that in this 1 minute chart is where there is a, if you look at here, you can see local bearish. So depending on what time frame you are looking at, also will determine the direction of the trend. So here we can see in this area, this is a 1 minute chart here. There is a very sharp bounce at the moment. This is what we were looking to see. If you look at the 1 hour, also after cross of this low, it's trying to push back to the upside. And I think that the price may, if we, this is the 30 minutes candle, which is also showing a stronger rejection from this support level. If you look at the 15 minutes, also the same thing. There is a doji on the 15 minutes. So let's see where, if we have an entry with this candle close here. Now you can see here, this is a complete bounce. So as the market is having this bullish bounce from here after this break of structure, this trend line is broken in the support. So with this break of trend line, we will keep a pending order above this high in this resistance line. So if we look at this market, you can see this is a significantly long-term bull market, and expecting that if this market break to the upside to the direction of the trend, then to push back up to the daily 20 EMA. So this is where I would like to place a pending order, which is the buy stop here in this area. So if we look at the buy stop is it on XAUSD, buy stop at 3245 level. So placing a buy stop on XAUSD, it's a pending order. And if the market breaks up, then we will be entering into the trade. We will be targeting to daily 20 EMA. Stop loss will keep below this swing low. This is a primary pending order. We might be changing along the way if the market structure changes. If the market doesn't break out, start to drop, we might be changing that one. For the time being, we are placing a buy stop, and we will hold it for possible move back to the upside. And along the way, we will be setting two TP target here. One is at this level, so which is will be around 34 pip, and once the market will cross that level, we can take partial profit, and we will hold the rest of the position to go there, moving the stop loss here. So that's the plan. And if you don't know how to take the partial profit, then you can set two positions, half risk, and then one position TP here, the other position TP here, and then one position will be closed by itself with the profit. If it reach there, the other position will be running, and you can move the stop loss at entry depending on how you want to do that. I am placing the buy stop on this instrument here at the moment on Xauusd. Pending order placing at 3245.00 and stop at 3237.75. So TP target, two positions that will be opened, one at 3248.28, the other position will be here in that area, TP target. So two position, half risk. One we will close here with the running profit with 33 pip, and then moving for the other one, moving the stop loss at entry, will keep that running for the full TP. If you guys don't understand what I mean, you can ask in the live chat. I will be clarifying that point. So placing that pending order, and Okay guys, so we placed the pending order here and we had a little bit of disconnection. So here we have placed the pending order at 3245. So the market slowly pushing back up. So our first profit is here at this level at 3248.28, and then the TP we will be readjusting for the second position. So it's a buy stop, and at 3245.00, stop loss at 3237.75, and TP target at the first one at 3248. So there will be two position with half at so we have placed that pending order at 3245. So this is the entry at pending order on XAUUSD. So the lines, we need to make it a little deeper. So these lines are important to see. So you place that pending order here on XAUUSD in this area. Now, as the market was trending, expecting it to break back to the upside, and this is if the market managed to break above, we can expect to have a push back to the upside. So this is where the entry at 3245. So if one push back to the upside, we will be at 34 pip. We will take the first TP. That means I have placed two positions. So the TP one take profit target set at 3248.28. The other one take profit target set here. So once the first position, if hit the profit target, we will bring the second position at entry. So basically we will be in this trade, we will be in profit. The other trade will be break even. Break even means that risk free. If it goes straight back here, we will be taking the full profit, or if it return back, then that trade we will not have anything, but the first trade we will have proper entry. Thank you. So now yeah, we can see it slowly pushing back up. Are you guys ready? So I would like to see how many members in this live session are on this trade. So if you guys have placed any pending order here, you can write on the live chat how many members in this trade. If you placed any pending order here on the live chat, you can show us or mention that you placed the pending order. Yes, so Alan, okay. Anyone else? Gilbert, welcome. Anyone? Okay, so James, okay. Anyone has placed the Michael, welcome. All right, so here is where we can see that the market slowly pushing back to the upside, and we'll be waiting to see if it is going up, then we are on the trade. So our entry level at 3245. Now the reason we use the pending order is because if it is still in a downtrend, we could see that the market maintaining series of lower high and lower low and coming down. But if it is pushing back up, then we can expect another attempt from the buyers to create a potential new higher high. So there is a long wick you can see here. The tip is set is because at least we can expect an equal high before it potentially, if the market wants to trend back down after this retest, then we could see an equal high and coming down. In that case, we will be out with the trade with the profit, or that's the reason we set the TP here. Normally it is better to set TP at the resistance line where there is an important level. So we set at that resistance line and wanting to see the market going up and testing that level before it revert or trending back to the upside again. Now, as we mentioned in many of our live session as well as in our regular day-to-day updates, becoming a trader is important to have also a very mature and sound trading psychology to be good in trading. Now, if you look at your trading style, you see that most of the trade that we open is because of the emotion that coming with the trading is causing to make us many of the trading decision which is not there. And becoming a trader means that you look for a long-term success as a trader. It's not a short-term fix, but you can start make money from the very beginning if you have the right strategy and tool. But to be consistent in your trading as a trader, it takes a little time. And the most important part in that becoming a trader is to be able to manage the risk accordingly. And with it's not about the winner, also it's about the loser. You see that when you have a winning trade or a couple of winning trades, that works very well, right? But when you had a losing trade or a couple of losing trades, are you able to still maintain that plan? Are you able to stick to the strategy? That is the difference. Because once you are able to maintain that plan, no matter what is the situation in the market, you will be able to see that over time your trading account is growing. And being a trader is always freedom on the other side, right? So if you look at if you want to be any simple, if you do a diploma or any course, it takes 3 years, 5 years time just to learn the course and then gain experience, work hard to do something. But to be a trader, it's people give very little time, but you need to devote quite a long time to understand and to become a better trader. And that has this is quite rewarding over time, right? Because if you take it for 3 years, 5 years time to master, then in that time period, even if you are doing something else, doing job or anything like that, after that period of time, you will see that you become fully independent as a trader, and you can use that skill set to, probably you still have a job, but you can reinvest those capital to grow it as a trader. So keeping the risk low and then letting the account grow, if you have a bigger account, that's the best way to become consistently profitable trader over the long term. And to do that, the only thing that one need to know is few things. One is to have a trading plan, a strategy that works, that is back tested and proven. The next thing that you need is a very strong trading psychology to stick to the plan. So, and that is where becoming a trader makes difference between non-trader and trader. So if you are dedicated as a trader, if you are here, that means that you really want to succeed in trading, then I would say that it's not a one-day job, it's a long-term goal to be successful as a trader. And if you take it in hand, then I would highly encourage you to stick to the game, stick to trading, learn risk management, and look for long-term success as a trader. To do that, the only thing that you need to do is to have a right mindset to do so. Welcome. Thank you. Are you on a trade? No, we placed the pending order. We haven't entered any position. Our pending order is above this high, as still it is in a bullish trend. So we placed the pending order at 3245.00 level. We are not on any trade at the moment. So here we can see a little bit of drop in that area, and let it drop. We have placed the pending order above this high. So here we can see this is a lower time frame price action in that area, and once the market managed to bounce back up for another bullish trend, that's where we will be on the trade. Are you want to know I'm not on a trade? So we placed the pending order. We are not running any position at the moment. So it's almost to the, if you look at the daily low here and 4-hour chart, this is the 4-hour candle so far. From 30 minutes, bearish move, lower time frame. Now it still can drop. The reason I'm not entering any sell is because it's in a bullish trend. So we'll be waiting for the market to show possible a bullish reaction, then we can look for that entry. Okay, so pending order is above this high, and until we see the market has a complete change of trend, we will be still waiting here for to see that the market has started to move back up again in the major direction of the trend. So it's still showing some local bearish move. Looking at the 4-hour chart here from the resistance line, if you look at the 1 hour here, also a drop back below. As the market breaking from the support, as you can see, it's breaking from this support here, a key area of support. And as it is breaking from the support, we can expect that the market to let's see how far it drops. There are a couple of areas that you can see that the market to potentially reject, and we may be even able to see to readjust the pending order, as it is currently coming back below, well below, so it didn't break above. Therefore we may be able to see for the market to show possible further drop. Looking at the 4-hour, so you can see this is the 1 minute close and the market drop below, and so we need to delete the pending order here. I will be readjusting the order because there is a the market didn't break above. Instead we saw that the price start to drop back below. We will be readjusting the pending order, and so we are deleting the pending order on Xauusd. As it didn't break above, we can say that it started to break below. Now with the current changed market condition, let's see where the price potentially be heading. This is an order block, and look at the 1 hour candlestick pattern. So looking at the 1 hour price action, we saw that break below, and 30 minutes, 15 minutes, multi-time frame, you have seen a big drop here. Now to see if this market will be trending back up or coming down, depending on the trend, we can look for changed entry condition. So there is a drop here, and let's look at for an adjusted pending order potentially. If the market changing its condition, understanding the direction is the half of everything. So looking at the 1 hour 20 EMAs here, this is the 1 hour 20 EMA, and so if we place a potential pending order for the 1 hour 20 EMA retest, we can catch a couple of pips here in this direction. We will be waiting for a pullback first, that we can see. Okay, placing a pending order here, sell stop for a very short period of time to this level, for to this 20 EMA. This is an imbalance in the market. Will not take a big target, only will be targeting for 20 pip here for possible drop. And so the sell stop, it will be sell stop at 3227.23, because the main goal here is to make that trade a winner for us. 3227.23, stop at 3230.90, and TP target here at 3225.16. Only 1% risk on the trade. Placed a sell stop, and if the market breaks below, with this we will be here target 20 pip to take that trade to the downside, around 20 pip target. So I place the pending order. So 20 pip target here, this is a pending order. Sell stop at 3227.23, stop loss 3225.16, TP target at 3230.90. Expecting for the market to drop down and then hit and then push back down here to give that the 20 pip possible move in this market. So today chat is not updating. Thank you. Because the market has a short-term drop, the market changes the structure. Now if it changes again, we can change accordingly. So we place that pending order here, as I mentioned, expecting that the market to break below. If it break that low, then we will be entering in the trade. Now it still can reverse back up, but as the market on the 1 hour chart, we can see that the price here possibly to retest the 20 EMA, and that's the main reason that we place the pending order to take the trade with the 20 EMA retest. So if the price break below, then the possibility to drop to the 20 EMA is very high, and that is the reason that we have opened. We placed the pending order, not a market order, and I think from the 1 hour, it is less likely the market to go up without retesting the 20 EMA, which is a very important area of value. So place that pending order, and if the market breaking below, as I mentioned earlier, that it is likely to retest the 20 EMA. And we see that the price slowly pushing back down, and that will, if it just a drop with a force, it's gonna hit that 20 pip target. So sell stop at 3227.33, waiting to see if the market is coming to test the 20 EMA or again reversing from here. waiting to see how it might be doing in that area. And Rajkumar sir, where are you looking gold today? Yeah. Now here we can see for this market to, if we look at the 1 hour here, okay, so again looking to see that it's testing the 20 EMA. Now after this high, we'll be looking to see if it is breaking that low. Okay, so there is a very important understanding that as a trader, Nabaraj, is that there are two things. Is the, you can trade the market in two fundamental way. One way is maintaining a high winning rate. Okay, so you can use many strategies to trade the market in a many different way. Okay, so depending on what strategy you are using in a particular trade setup. Okay, so it's very important to know. Trading is the probability. You see that sometime on analysis, if you look at the experts analysis, you'll see that sometimes they write that it is 65% probability trade. Okay, so this is a very important key point to look at. So probability is very important, then that's where everything is. So you see that when you look at 85% or 80% win rate, for example, if you look to attain 85% win rate, in that case it is almost it's a different strategy. You can't maintain 85% win rate, for example, with even 1:1 or 1:1.5 risk reward trade. Depends on your win rate and the probability. If you trade with 3:1 all the trade, your win rate hardly will exceed 35%. It's very difficult for you to go above 35% with 3:1. If you trade with 5:1, that means that 5 times winner, 1 time loser. In other words, 5% gain, 1% lose, or 5 times winner, then the risk, then it's gonna be very hard for you to maintain almost 25% win rate or 30% win rate. So it depends on what strategy you are using. As long as you are profitable, you can trade any strategy that is proven and that works over time. Now this trade that we have opened, this strategy is it's trading the imbalance in the market. You'll see that some of the zone in the market, that's where the smart money trades. how does this happen? You'll see that sometime when the market breaks from a key level such as the support or resistance, suddenly the market jumps or breaks down with a bigger momentum. Why does this happen? Have you ever asked this question? So 1 hour we can see still didn't test the 20 MA. We'll still be waiting to see if it is coming to test. Now when the market breaks out of a key level, so let's say there is a key level here, okay, this is for example an important key area of resistance, and you see the price when it hit that key level or goes above, suddenly there is a strong bounce. Now why this bounce happens, let's understand. It is because when the market crossed that key level, crossed that high with a stronger momentum, there are a lot of pending order in that area. Otherwise the market wouldn't go. Why the market will move? When there is an order in the market, right? So if there is a buy order, a lot of buy order, then the price will go up. When there is a lot of sell order, the price will come down. But when you see that when the price breaks out from an important key level, suddenly the market goes up. Why that move happen? That's why I always say that always keep an open mind, okay, and be curious. That's how becoming a trader. Like rigid belief system or rigid way to trade the market will be very hard for you to become profitable over the long term. There are many ways. There are millions of traders, millions of strategies, and everyone trades very, very different way, and all works as long as you know that it works. You have back tested. But if you're closed, let's say that what you think or believe is only the things that works, it's gonna be hard to become profitable. So that is why it is so important. Always be observant, curious, and keep an open mind to the other possibilities, and then test it out yourself. That's where you become a profitable trader. Okay, so with that being said, the market has gone up from here and we are waiting for the break. Let's see if it is still possibility for this market to come down. I'm still keeping that pending order here to see why it is coming down and where it is heading to. Still my pending order will be there because there is a 1 hour 20 MA here, and I would like to see that the market coming down to that 20 MA. Welcome. So first day of trading week that we can see on Monday, there is a volatility, and would like to see how the price is reacting to that. Well, you see that on GBPJPY here in this area on GJ, what we can see, the price has made its bigger bounce, and with that big bounce there might be an inverted head and shoulder and potentially bounce. Still waiting. We had a trade early. We also closed with around 33 pip on that, and we may see that GBPJPY is potentially pushing back to the upside here. What we can see on Xauusd is a bounce. Now I'm still holding that position in that area, that pending order, to see if the market is trending in that direction here. patience is key. So when you place the pending order, we have to be patient to for the market to come and hit that level. So in this area here on the lower time frame, there is still probability for the market to push back down. And can you let me know in the live chat if you have placed the pending order here? Ideas on GJ? Ideas on GJ, we see that pullback and we'll be looking at that. At the moment, looking to see that gold where it is heading to. From the 1 hour, we but I think that there is a, if it breaks below, there is a possibility to slip down here to the 20 EMA, which might be around 25 pip, with a tight risk that would like to see the market coming, and that's where we will be on the trade. And otherwise here no other areas that we can enter. For me, you might be able to see your setup in a way. Now it's consolidating here, but still probability for drop. Still there is a probability to come down. Waiting for this market to possibly to break below in the direction of the trend. So if we look at 1 hour price, where it reached that resistance again and return back. Looking at the imbalance is where the key to look for the market to move. So you see that slowly trying to come down to break that, and there is a 30 minutes candle close coming, and in this 30 minutes time frame, if we see that the price breaking below, so just to clarify that sell stop here at 3227.68, stop loss at 3227.68. So it's slowly breaking below. So that's a trade setup, which is the sell stop, and the market slowly coming down here. So we are on set with this, and yeah, we see that break, and that break, if it is coming down, expecting to come back to the 20 EMA, to the 1 hour. So here, after this drop, again trying to push back. So we need the market to come down to hit the entry, and then to possibly to revert back again. Okay, so you see that bearish move is looking to see GBPJPY, that we can see that this market, what I think it may potentially, we saw that I was looking at daily today on GJ, there is a gap open, and if you look at the weekly, we can see the price has crossed that low from the weekly, and price has crossed that low. Therefore, it after crossing this low, the market is pushing back up on GBPJPY. We may see the price to potentially trend back to the upside here. So the possibility on GJ is to be bullish is higher but after back-to-back 3 sessions bullish move, it's on a pullback here. And one thing to see here in this area on this is the 1 minute chart on gold. Yes, so we see that break below. Are you guys set with the pending order? How many members here with this pending order? I know that I have sent out in the VIP group also. If you guys on this pending order, can you say yes before it triggers? So I would like to see how many viewers here using that order. Can you write yes? Okay, so you see one member. All right, so Nanak, very good, thank you. Cool. Michael. All right, so this is the second attempt. The first one didn't trigger. This one, here our goal is to take the trade that will be successful. Okay, so successful execution is very important. If it triggers, we want to stay in the edge that it's gonna give us the profit. Okay, so we can keep the winning higher. Now if it doesn't trigger, anytime we can adjust the pending order at any point. That's completely fine. We also need to place a pending order in a very important area of value where there is a high probability. Okay, so that if it triggers, then it gives us the profit. That's where we are placed the pending order, so that we can get the profit where it triggers, once it triggers. And that is we're looking at. We see some bearish pressure coming. So this candle that you can see, the 1 minute, it's a bearish candle, so that might push the next one to drop. Right, so you can see that drop here. So the stop loss here for us is somehow 33 pip. Okay, so coming down, and as soon as I'm triggered, I'll give yep, I'm triggered. The trade is active with me. It's coming down. I'll be holding it for the full TP hit potentially to test the 20 EMA, running in profit. And we are active with the trade. One more drop needed. I don't want to close manually because it's a very small RPIP here. Cool, one more drop needed. we are running the trade and pushing down and might be hitting the TP very soon. Come on. Boom, TP hit. TP hit. I'm going to close manually, just 1 pip maybe. Boom, TP hit. So 20 pip gain. Now you understand, guys, what it takes to become what it takes to remain in high probability. And just so you know, guys, I'm trading on the live market, on the live account, with the position that it just been executed. So we secured the profit, and let's get to that one very clearly. Now, with that trade that I have secured profit on that, and this is a live trade, as you can see. I have also executed with all of you in the live account, and the entry, as I mentioned on the signal in the live account, my entry price was 3226.99. Stop loss was 30.90. TP target executed as 3225.16, and I've been able to take $85.26 profit on this trade in a live account with all of you together in this live session. Now, patience is key, as I mentioned before. When we are trading, patience is key, because when you become patient on your approach, that's where you remain profitable over the long term. And that is very important, because when you remain patient, you become a consistently profitable trader. And becoming a trader means that you know when to enter. You see that when hit the TP, the market again revert back. Now, why did I set the TP exactly to the point? As I mentioned before, if the market breaks, there is a chance for coming to the 1 hour 20 EMA. And that is becoming a trader. You know that this is where the market is likely to drop. and it's not about always, other things. It's not about always the risk reward. It's also about the probability that this trade I'm going to win, and that's the probability, right? So we have won that, and this is the second win on gold today. We had early another trade on the community, on the VIP, and on the premium. If you guys also are interested to join us, we have the courses as well as the strategies, regular trade alert that I'm posting. You can stay connected by joining the Telegram channel that you can find link below this video. Also, I can share with you the link here, so that anytime we are posting any ideas, analysis for your education, you can learn and grow as a trader, and you might be able to also join us anytime. So also you can find link below this video for website www.forextradingwizard.com, where you can find how to join us. Currently you can find that link below this video to get access to the website, to see all the strategies as well as the education that we have in the website for learning and growing as a trader. So if you go to the website www.forextradingwizard.com, you can visit the website and then scroll down to below to join, to see where you can learn. So that being said, as this trade has been executed, I would like to see that everyone here, guys, have you got that trade? Or welcome, thank you. And now let's look at the next one to see where we can find possible entry. Okay, now looking at, okay, so now you can see the market has got that rejection from this level, and that might now bring that price potentially here. It got a rejection in this area with this is a pin bar, and the market has got a reaction to the upside, and with this rejection where the price slowly trying to push back to the upside, and this is the resistance line you can see, and we might see that pushing back up again. We will be waiting to see that possible further move. We can enter again as soon as we find that entry. So here we secured that that trade. So also trading with a pending order will give you a lot of time to analyze, to look at the market when either to enter or not to enter, or if you need to adjust anything here in the trade. So now what we can see in this area, in this instrument, this market slowly, it has formed that inverted head and shoulder, and it may try to push back up again to break these highs, as there is a liquidity. And looking at the 4 hour here, it's the 15 minutes later, the 4 hour closing, and now the question is this market gonna be trending back up again in the, if you look at the daily, this is a very important question now we need to answer. There's a daily 10 and 20 EMA crossover. So if you look at here, you can see this is a so if you look at the daily, where were the daily 10 EMA and 20 EMA. So crossover from each other from daily 10 and 20 EMA, we can see that there is a big rejection here, bull move, followed by a red bear candle with a long wick. And now from here, with the market open, we saw that bounce. The price is inside bar within the previous daily high and low. Where is liquidity and how to identify liquidity? Okay, so it's a very, very important question. And there are three most important fundamental aspects of the chart that I look at when I'm trading is the market structure, liquidity, and price action. Now, looking at market structure is understanding the trend. And then next thing that we need to look at is the price action, which is the candlestick pattern and support and resistance. The third thing that that I look at, the most important part, which is trading with the smart money, is the liquidity. So liquidity is basically your volume in the market, like you, me, and many other traders trading their volume in the market. So when you see that volume, your order, stop loss is the liquidity. And smart money need that liquidity to fill their order, right? Yeah, market structure, liquidity, and price action. And so they don't discriminate, right? If you trade like a smart money, you can make money like a smart money. If you trade like a retail trader, then you are going to become like a retail trader. It's your choice. How do you become, or how do you trade like a smart money? When you understand liquidity, that means that when the retail trader placing their stop loss, take profit target, where they are placing their order. And that comes from also from experience. And that is why I invite you always to watch the live session, join the mentorship program. That will change your life completely if you dedicate yourself for learning. Because once you know how to identify those areas, you started to see everything differently in the chart. So liquidity is where most of the volumes in the market. And to trade those volume, what you need is an understanding. Okay, so how do you understand where the liquidity? By looking at the psychology and the candlestick pattern. If I give you an example, let's say an example is the best way to learn something. This candle has a volume and liquidity in it. We talk about in the Zoom class in the academy as well. And also there is also, this is a liquidity here in this candle. This candle also has liquidity, right? So these are areas where, and we had already today this trade here, okay, this move that we have taken in London session, and we secured the profit here also. So the reason those candlestick pattern has high volume and the liquidity is because those candlestick pattern where the market grab those liquidity and then started to bounce back up, right? Why? Because when you look at those areas, there were stop loss, a lot of stop loss below those doji, and when the price crossed those level, it triggered those stop loss, and the market started to move back from that level. And that is where the liquidity, and you can see the similar kind of price action is forming here also. And if you look at the lower time frame, you can see it's also showing the same kind of price action in this market. So the smart trader are those who understand which way most traders are thinking the market will go, and then just understanding their psychology to take a trade even in the opposite direction of their other traders' trend. And that way you can always stay ahead in your trading. There's a lot of learning, there's a lot of time that one can dedicate to become a better trader. So now we can see that here is a bearish engulfer, and we can see the market is from this level, big drop. Market is trending here, expecting now to potentially come back here to this support, and here you can see lower time frame slowly trying to break below. It may, if you look at the 4-hour close coming in 7 minutes time, now it may keep pushing down, or after the candle close, how this 4-hour candle closing, that you will see either the market again going back up or coming down. So what's your view on that? Let us know. Thank you. And that's how the trading is, being patient, understanding the charting, understanding liquidity, price action, and then entering the trade based on that understanding, and based on that price action, doing the risk management and securing the profit accordingly. So we have the first day, we have successfully secured quite a few trades. We have successfully secured 3 trades early. One on GBPJPY, the other one was 2 trades on Xauusd. NZUSD didn't work out, so we had 4 trades. NZUSD was very in the early Asian session, but we secured 3 successful trade, 3 winner, 1 loser. So let's keep that up for the week. And now this is where looking at the market to see where you can find our next position, where you can see Xauusd in that area. This is the lower time frame, 1 hour doji. So 1 hour candle, this is 1 hour price action, which is also if we look at the 1 hour, so looking to see that the next position is coming down or again pushing back up. Depending on how the price action is closing, doesn't look to me very strongly bullish. I think slowly could try to push back. How this price will close in the next 3-4 minutes are important, and then we'll see that if we have another entry in that area. While GBPJPY, looking at here in this zone how this is doing. Now I would like to see some pairs here at the moment along with GBPJPY, just to see the market which way they are heading to. British pound US dollar here after this big bounce, now on a pullback. GBPJPY as well on a pullback. NZD/USD showing bullish. Dollar yen sideways. If we look at euro dollar, okay, so after this doji also in a pullback. Among all of them, XAUUSD trend looks little organized than others. This instrument is really good to trade if you know how to do the risk management, and that is why I trade on 1 minute chart on a high volume market, and the 5 minute chart, which is very good to trade as long as you have strategy, you know the risk management, and you know how to enter and exit properly. So here is the market is currently creating a curvature. We'll be waiting for proper setup for the next one. Quality is more important than quantity, especially in trading. We would like to enter once we find a better setup in the upcoming session. And we are almost at the end of this session. If you guys have any question, you can ask always, and stay connected by subscribing to the channel. I'll be coming on live again very soon for another one coming tomorrow, and I would like to see you there, guys. We'll have a great session every day. I have very proven backtest strategy that I am trading in the academy as well as trading here. So if you guys enjoying the live session, stick to the channel. By also, you can find a lot of links in the description where it will be helpful to you. If you are dedicated to become a long-term trader, don't quit, keep trading, trade safe, always do the risk management. I'll see you there again trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy.